Hello and welcome to Walk the Talk. I'm Shekhar Gupta and I'm back at my favorite venue with my favorite guest, Deepak Parekh.
Hi,
welcome
Shekhar.
to Walk the Talk.
Thank you.
These days, nobody should try to do anything on a cricket ground.
I agree. I entirely agree.
This seems to be our favorite venue. We spoke here the last time and you were very worried about the state of the economy and decision making. I would say that the health of the nation and the economy has pretty much followed the fortunes of Indian cricket since then.
No, absolutely. I'm extremely concerned that investment is not happening in India. Both the domestic, our local entrepreneurs, as well as foreign entrepreneurs have both turned their back on India. How can we tolerate this? Where will the future growth come from? If our investors, if our entrepreneurs are not making investment in the ground, and virtually everything has come to a standstill.
They are not investing.
They are not investing. They don't want to invest because of the uncertainty, because of the corruption, because of the time it takes to... A very senior industrialist told me, I cannot invest in India because if I start a project, I don't know what it will cost me and I don't know when it can start producing, because of all the permissions you require. Now, if that is the state of our affairs, how is India going to get growth in the future years? We can get 7-8% now is the backlog of investments this year. What's going to happen in future? What is going to...
Because, somehow the view in Delhi seems to be, no, things are not so bad. Because 8% is taken for granted.
I don't think so. I think we need to do something. We are preoccupied in the last 3-4 months on different things, 6 months I would say. Scandals, corruption, court cases, imprisonment of people, bureaucrats, businessmen, and the latest Anna Hazare issue. And we've just shooting ourselves in our foot. Lack of priorities, we don't know, we've messed up so many situations. What's wrong with all of us?
What is your top listing of the situations you've messed up?
Oh no, messed up. We have messed up the handling of this.
Anna Hazare
the civil, the civil thing.
Civil society.
So, civil society thing. You see, the parliamentarians are the supreme bodies that make laws.
Right.
They are our elected representatives. Right. They have to debate draft bills and discuss it. Government could have said, let's discuss both the bills on day one. Nothing would have happened. And let the parliament, in which case there will be opposition members, there will be left communist members, the entire parliament will debate. And what they decide will finally become a law, will become an act. Instead of one party or the ruling party say, we don't accept it, or we don't accept part of it, they could have debated both. Anyway, it's with the standing committee.
Right.
The standing committee can review. Standing committee, as you know, have members of all political parties.
Standing committee can completely rewrite the law.
Yes, they could rewrite. And then if the parliamentarians have taken a view jointly, then the civil society has very little to oppose.
Right.
You can oppose. I don't like some tax laws. I don't like some company law. What do? I stand outside parliament and shout? I can't change it.
Get out the finance minister.
So I think it's gone a bit too far, and sometimes I feel we are, it's disruptive now. It's become disruptive.
It's gone too far on both sides.
Yes, it's gone too far on both sides, and it's becoming disruptive.
Because the other side also saying nothing should go to standing committee. It's not needed.
See, internationally we are getting such a bad press. I've never seen this kind of press internationally. And it is, people are laughing at us.
What is the most nasty thing somebody said to you lately?
No, nasty thing is that, you're always on takeoff stage and the plane never takes off in India. You never take off. You're always on the verge of taking off.
I thought that was Air India, not out of India.
No, like for instance, the government has to get out of some businesses.
Right.
You see, what are the two main concerns today, Shekhar? One is high inflation, fiscal deficit. Now, I don't believe in these rating agencies because they've really misled the world. Whether it is the subprime crisis, where they gave everyone AAA, and then what happened? Or India's rating is BBB minus. I don't accept that. I think we are a fast growing economy. We are the second fastest growing nation. Why should we be plugged and in the same bracket as Portugal and Iceland?
Basket cases right now,
fiscally. Yeah, the lowest investment grade.
Right. So what should
and in November,
what should be our rating?
Italy is 7 notches above us. 7 notches. And look at the problems in Italy today versus India.
So why do we get such a bad rating?
We have no influence on the S&P. We don't sell our case properly. We always have some issues. This fiscal deficit is one which concerns because domestic debt to GDP, our figures are lower than Spain, Portugal, Ireland, Greece, all of that. But it is the fiscal deficit that causes and inflation.
Also, our basic notion of instability.
That's true.
Indecision, instability.
Fiscal deficit, high fiscal deficit means living beyond your means.
Right.
But all these southern European countries have done that for years, and therefore they've come.
In fact, they are all beginning to live beyond Germany's means now.
Yes, that's what they're living on Germany's back strength.
Right.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.